Okay, for your final video lesson this week, I'm going to introduce covalent bonds to you. Now, in ionic bonding, we had a metal and a nonmetal. They got together, and one didn't have as firm a grasp on its electron. He was more willing to give it up, so we drew an arrow showing it going from one atom to another. Covalent bonding is different because in covalent bonding, we have two nonmetals. When two nonmetals get together, neither one can give up their electron, but what they can do is sharing. So covalent bond we usually say is a bond of sharing. Ionic bond is a bond of give and take. And the way that they share, we're going to show in this way. So step number one, you're going to draw the Lewis dot symbols. Okay, so your Lewis dot symbols, let's say I want to draw a fluorine molecule. Okay, I've got two fluorine atoms that come together, F and F. Okay. Now, to draw it the way I showed you in class, we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because it's in the seventh period or seventh group. Okay, that means that it's got this lonely electron. And I normally, if I was doing ionic bonding, I'd draw a box there to show you that it really wanted that other electron to make 8. But this is covalent because I've got two fluorine atoms. Okay, this guy doesn't want to get rid of any of his electrons. In fact, this atom here I can redraw in any position, just making sure that it's lonely still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I do that, you can see they both are really, really close to getting that shell filled. So what are they going to do? Well, step number 2 will tell us we want to pair up our lonely electrons. This is to show sharing instead of giving and taking. Okay. Really, for your homework, this is the last step that you have to do. You have to circle lone pairs. They go together, and now we've got a molecule. Okay. In class and in real practice, chemists don't leave these circles on here because that looks kind of silly, right? It doesn't look very professional. So what we like to do, what you don't need to do on your homework, is we will replace those with a line. Okay, so I've got my two fluorine atoms here, extra electron, and we'll replace that circle with two electrons with one single line showing connection between those two fluorine atoms. They're permanently connected to each other, and we call that a covalent bond. So in ionic bonding, if you remember, we had two, a metal and a nonmetal that came together, two atoms that really one lost an electron, the other one gained an electron. We said they had different charges, and that charge is what attracted them. Here, there's actually a bond, something between these two atoms that they like being near each other. Okay, so that's your covalent bond, and that's the last part of your homework.